I know we've been gone for a while, but welcome back to a new episode of $1,000 Car Guy. I'm sure you're all very curious of what's been going on, and we'll get to that. And we'll definitely get to this at the end of the episode, so stay tuned till the end. So, I guess to get this out of the way, this is a car channel, right? So you're probably wondering what I have currently for vehicles. Normally, there'd be a 2016 Honda Pilot that my wife drives every day. That's her vehicle. I have this 2000 Honda Insight, which I drive basically every day because it gets like 50 something miles per gallon, gas only. The hybrid system doesn't work, but it doesn't matter. The Kia, which everybody loves. It's just a workhorse. It's what I use to pull the trailer, which is right over there. And we got the old Festiva, which is the thing that's been on everybody's mind and what people have been reaching out to me to. So this thing is obviously an ongoing work in progress. I did a bunch of stuff under the hood, but it doesn't matter. You'll see that all in a future episode. Anyway, we are going to get this thing on the road and legal soon. Two things here, obviously. We've got the shed, and then we have the old box truck box, which used to be in the other location. It used to be tucked right in over here, but it was a struggle, but I did move it with the Kia. I felt super proud of that anyway. I'm sure you'll see some clips here of me struggling with that. Yeah, boy! As you can see, it fits pretty snugly between these trees over here, and it was not an easy process. I didn't have a way to push it, so I had to pull it with the Kia. So I cut these two little access holes, and I had this big strap going inside to some E-track that's mounted along the walls inside the box. So I pulled it into this space, and as you can see, there's not a lot of room. If I go all the way over here to the edge, this is as much room as I had to get the Kia in, so I pulled it along and then did like a 36-point turn and drove it out that way. This is definitely one of our ongoing projects. So here's all my extra crap, which I got to build shelves for. We can get everything mounted up on the walls, which I learned is the trick to surviving with a little bit of space and a lot of crap. You got to get stuff off the ground. So everything's been shoved in here for the time being. You'll see why in a minute. But I'm really thinking of using some of that plywood and walling everything up inside here to make it much more presentable. And then maybe it can be a future workspace. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't decided. I don't think I've talked much about this shed at all. You may have seen it in previous episodes, but here's kind of the basic rundown. In my county, I'm allowed to build something under 100 square feet that can be like mounted on the ground permanently. So the slab is 9 by 11. The original intent was to be able to put all of this water stuff inside. But after we built the shed, I realized that I don't want to waste the space because it turned out too nice with the water stuff. So we put it outside. And immediately the following day, a mango fell on the pump, cracking the housing, so we had to put an extension on the roof on it, but haven't had any problems so far. Inside, you'll find really weird crickets. And that's actually open up the doors all the way. It's a very big, small shed. So inside here is where I've been doing all of my work stuff. So we have a speaker that we were working on. We got that fixed up. I got some lights that you will see in the other shed very soon. Picked up a drill press, I've used that a bunch. Belt sander, I've got my vertical bandsaw, a bunch of chemical cabinets, you know, all that crap. And then a router table, because I was doing a tremendous amount of woodwork in here. And that was really fun for a while, but it's time to get back into the car stuff, I guess. On Father's Day, my wife got me a really nice set of Milwaukee tools. I use them constantly. If I was ever to have a sponsor for this show, it would be Milwaukee tools. It's been amazing. Long time ago, this came from Leon. Kind of a gift for the Datsun that I got from him. That was a very old project. Can't have a shop without AC. It is so critical here in Florida. It's ridiculous. So you can see that some of it's painted and looks more finished. That was all done for free, basically. I found paint that was for free on Marketplace, so we grabbed that, but it was only enough to paint this wall, and then I covered it with these cabinets, which I got for free as well. So if you're ever looking to add a bunch of space, use old kitchen cabinets. I mean, they've been wonderful for keeping things, and obviously free is very hard to pass up. Here's where I was talking about mounting things to the wall. Getting stuff off the ground is very, very important. All right, let's move on to the next shed. This was much more challenging. This came from about 20 miles away, and it is a 12 by 20 shed. It was a real pain in the butt to get over here. We had to disassemble basically the entire thing, and then my buddy Tom helped us ship it up here, and we dropped it, re-leveled it, and got it up on blocks. But you know what they say, you can't beat free. This did have insulation everywhere, but we had to remove it all just to get it down here because we had the entire thing disassembled. All the rafters were out, there was no roof on it, it was just a couple sides basically. So I had all of that saved up, but it filled up this entire space back here. It was the old style insulation, and I really didn't want to put it in here in the future, so the next time we insulate this thing, it's going to be with the normal modern stuff, and basically we can AC this space as well, and we're looking at turning this into a much more functional shop for the automotive work that's coming. Fun fact, this is the first table I ever built, and it's terrible. I learned so much from it, but I would have never figured stuff out if I hadn't done it in the first place. So even if you're not confident doing something, you can always try. By failure, we learn so much. Man, this thing has everything, even the kitchen sink. So I have a bunch of stuff that I have to get out of here because we're moving Leon's stuff into here so that we can have much more of a standard working space. And I guess we will continue the tour with what happened to the house. Next is some of the biggest changes that have happened over the last 6 months. Oh, geez, almost 8 months now. This took a lot of work and it was totally worth it, but I lost my garage space. What you're seeing now is clips from the past of where this was basically just a screen and porch, except all the screens had been blown in or destroyed, and the place leaked really badly, and it was just an outdoor space that had shade basically, so I could work on stuff in the shade. But here's what it looks like now. So this is now my new family room, if you will. And we got some couches off of Marketplace for free. My dad and I built this table out of scrap wood from work. We also built a matching set of end tables. He built me these lamps in his spare time. I asked him if he could do it and he said yes, so they came out fantastic. He's an incredible woodworker. These bowls, they're from him. Just beautiful stuff. I hope to be half of the woodworker he is one day in my life, probably years in the future. So we can spin around. Here is the PC setup. So Steven from my work sold this to me. I helped put it together, so it's basically the specs that I need to be able to do all of the editing that you're going to see like in this video. The important thing about this whole setup, and it's not finalized yet, so please excuse the mess. The important thing was that this would be able to run the DaVinci software that I'm using to edit videos now. We're trying to dramatically step up our game here, and this was the first big step to it. There used to be some sliding glass doors over here, so they got replaced with French doors. The laundry room's in there, you can hear it beeping. We got our TV, another item that my dad made, this clock. I didn't want to lose the view, so now I can see everything from inside, which I absolutely love. And the biggest little change in our lives is Piper. Piper is an English cream miniature dachshund. That's Munchkin. He's an old cat now, and he's not so friendly to Piper very much. But Piper, we got her a couple months ago, and she is, I think, around 9 months old right now, maybe 8, but she's the most adorable little puppy. Aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes! Anyway, so those are some of the big changes in the life. There's also been a bunch of other projects going on. We put new ceiling lights in the house, fans, and all sorts of other stuff. It's been a ton of home renovating this year, which is great, but it kind of takes away from everything else. You're probably wondering about this. So this is Leon's 1955 GMC 370. It is on a 2011 GMC Bus Duramax dually frame that's been shortened by about 4 feet. So it's the regular 6.6 up front. Everything running wise underneath is all Duramax, so it's all super beefy now. And the cab that's sitting on top of it, like I said, is that 55 370. But it's just the coolest build. But you probably won't be seeing this on this channel. So you guessed it, we started a new channel. I will link it in the description below. It's called Rustaholic, and it's spelled like H-A-U-L, because obviously we're gonna spend a lot of time hauling rust. Leon and I are going full force on this new channel. We are finalizing a bunch of the small details now, but in about a month or so, you're gonna see daily content. That's going to be incredible. Besides this, there's 3 other main projects and 1 other beyond that. We've got stuff from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, all the way up into the mid-2000s. We really think you guys are gonna like it, but it's not meant for the $1,000 Car Guy channel, it's meant for Rustaholic. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I hope that wasn't too long-winded, and I hope you made it all the way to the end so you could see this amazing project. Seriously, there's already a video up on Rustaholic. Go check it out. I had a blast making it. Thank you for being some amazing subscribers. There's going to be more content on this channel, but there's going to be amazing new content on Rustaholic. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you on the other channel.